Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Patriots coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis and the Patriots. Charles, what more can you say? Last year, Tom Brady moves on, wins the Super Bowl in Tampa. The Patriots struggle home to a 7-9 finish, and everyone says, this is it. Dynasty's finally over. But they turn right around, win the AFC title, and now make their record 12th appearance in a Super Bowl.
And I think you have to just applaud what this organization has done, whether you like them or not, because you hit on it in a big way. Most of us assumed that run was over, but they've retooled, brought in some extra players, changed a few of their philosophies, and here they are again, competing for another Super Bowl crown.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Looking for White on the deep ball. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown-to-interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Touchdown. That's caught. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Patriots are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Well, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
21-0 our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Wide open receiver, complete. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be...
It got his man, complete. Breaks through the contact. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Olszewski now to return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. 70 yards. And the Patriots are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Folk. And a rout is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To try again after the sack, Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Wilson on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Patriots are starting to pour it on in the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. On the return is Olszewski. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Fights off the defender. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Now Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Oh boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson dancing to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Throwing is Wilson. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They'll run again with Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Patsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 70 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.